Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, in her first ever podcast interview.
I just threw up a little in my mouth.
Of all things, it's making me emotional.
I have full body chills right now.
I am physically nauseated watching that clip.
You see, this is what happens when you bring the first black woman into the royal family. Yeah.
She's an American member of the British royal family, an entrepreneur, author, actor.
While she never stops whining.
I'm searching for something to like about her, and it's so hard.
But I just can't stand her. I just think she's such a phony.
If you don't like her, it's not your fault. It's because she's extremely unlikable.
All the young women in particular who work for her quit in tears. She so wore them down and was so nasty.
She has the non-it factor. It's amazing. She's actually good at this.
Was Meghan Markle's tearful podcast interview a heartfelt revelation or a calculated performance?
During promotion for Suits, she was joking with one of the photographers that she can cry on command. Left eye, go. And then you watch a tear fall down her face, and then she starts cackling because she's so proud of herself that she was able to cry on cue. If you look at pictures from Queen Elizabeth's funeral, there are only tears coming out of the one she says that she can cry on cue.
The Duchess of Sussex recently opened up in a candid conversation shedding light on her personal life, but not everyone is convinced of her sincerity.
You know, she's saying some things that a lot of people are finding like very annoying and very cringy.
How many people do you know have to convince you that they're the happiest that they've ever been in their life? I mean, this is all a stage. You know, this is all just Meghan Markle's stage. We're expected to buy it.
And I found an old report card, from when I was at Hollywood Schoolhouse. Maybe I was probably Archie's age.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so inauthentic.
In her first ever podcast interview as a guest on the Jamie Kern-Lima show, Meghan delved deep into her experiences as a mother and public figure.
But she is a malignant narcissist who cannot get enough of herself while she simultaneously plays the victim.
I mean, the whole thing is just so painful. I've just picked one little clip.
My gosh, I work so hard. I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard. The moment that everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done. It means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that, and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it. And
yes, the work ethic must just be grueling. Writing social media captions, deciding what she's going to wear.
She spoke about the nightly emails she writes to her children, Archie and Lilibet, capturing memories and moments she hopes they'll cherish in the future.
Created for the kids these email addresses, but before I go to bed almost every night, I email them.
Wow.
Here's your report card from today, or oh my gosh, you said the funniest thing this morning, or here's a picture of you two having breakfast, or
I have full body chills right now.
For your whole life, and here's everything and every moment.
And that's really the best way to identify a pathological liar, is they lie about like crazy things, like saying that you write an email to your kids every single night. Like it's just not true. It's unbelievable. So you're gonna give your children 6,000 emails about themselves, an email a day when they turn 18 years old. Meghan is definitely someone that would read through 6,000 emails about herself.
As she read a heartfelt letter from her kids during the interview, Meghan became visibly emotional, sharing her desire to be a good mother and the challenges that come with it, but people weren't buying it, calling her a liar and making up things as she goes to look good for the audience.
To prove that you're enough, you have to prove that you're pretty enough, you have to prove that you're smart enough, you prove that you're a good wife or a good friend, and I was like, I am just so done with the prove it game, because I know that I'm a great friend, and I know the kind of mom I am, and I know the kind of human being I am, and I know how I show up.
I'm a great mum, I'm a great wife, I'm a great friend, I'm also incredibly modest. I mean, what a boaster. Stop boasting about yourself. What's wrong with her? She is racked with epic insecurity, isn't she?
But fans weren't all sobbing along. Media personality Megyn Kelly blasted Meghan as a malignant narcissist who plotted from the start to marry into royalty and milk every ounce of celebrity for sympathy and clicks.
She's not important. She married for money. It's very clear. She bagged the elephant. She was thrilled. She became a, quote, princess. It was planned from the beginning. I know someone who knows the ex-husband who said she had a vision board with Prince Harry on it.
Before they met?
Yes.
On Twitter, users joked about Meghan's own vision board featuring Harry and how she managed to say me 54 times in a single speech well before this podcast, because nothing says humility like keeping count of how often you mention yourself.
She is seeking high-profile women that she wants to infiltrate their social circle, and she is reminding them, I'm above you. You want to be my friend because I'm HRH.
True.
The author of Pearl Power recently coming out and saying Megyn plagiarized her children's book. So what do you do? Because in Jamie Kern Lima's podcast, they tell us that she's saving women from sex trafficking by wearing a pair of jeans.
Then came The View, mocking Meghan's choice to sign a jar of homemade jam, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex.
There are no heroes here. I find it a little bit cringe to give a gift to a close friend and sign it Her Royal Highness, but I find it way cringier and just very, very petty that Prince William is reportedly just waiting to take the throne and be king so that he could strip her of her title. I would never refer to myself as Her Royal Highness.
I want her to give me HRH.
Co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin called it a little bit cringe for a private gift to friends, while Whoopi Goldberg rolled her eyes asking, "Wake me up when you're done," as if the real scandal was Meghan's need to remind everyone of her title. Even Sunny Hostin admitted the title was technically hers, but conceded that announcing it in personal notes felt more Meghan's show than private gesture.
She goes on, and H, he just loves me so much.
If you are a watcher of the royal family and you like secrets, you might want to sit down because this is a doozy. Meghan Markle has finally revealed why she and Prince Harry call each other M and H.
Tell anyone who I was dating, and he was keeping. So I think we were just on a letter basis.
Yeah.
It stuck.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. Yeah.
Yeah. And still to this day. We'll all be on a play date, or we'll be somewhere. There'll be tons of people there, and he'll say M and you'll say H, and your friends say M, and it just is a thing.
It's a thing.
What could it be? A mystery for the ages.
The scrutiny didn't stop at the podcast.
After taking a break, I guess, Meghan Markle is back and she has released a new Netflix trailer. If you're wondering why she's doing this, it's because she kind of sold her soul to the devil to avoid the lifestyle of what it means when Oprah Winfrey is your next door neighbor. You got to make some money. They decided to sell out their family to Netflix, but Netflix did sort of a multi-deal with them.
UK critics blasted it as an exercise in narcissism and pointless, complaining that every episode felt like a soapbox for Meghan to pat herself on the back. The Daily Telegraph went further, calling the show queasy and exhausting, arguing that the real star of the series was Meghan's own ego, not her recipes or anecdotes.
I've always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it, surprising people with moments that let them know I was really thinking of them.
What's the title of her show? Love Meghan. For what? To watch? Who wants to watch Meghan Markle bake a pie? All the little clips of her seem to attempt to show some reticence. They want her to appear demure and modest. She, has a modest little giggle or something. But the act of making a TV show about herself is not modest. It's not demure. She's not reluctant to speak. She really wants attention.
Across the pond, American outlets didn't let her off the hook either. A celebrity chef even claimed Netflix threatened legal action after he called the series forced and fake, labeling it painful to watch. Industry insiders say the show underperformed expectations, with Netflix quietly greenlighting a second season more out of contract obligation than genuine enthusiasm. Even some of Meghan's biggest defenders have admitted the show feels oddly self-referential. One royal correspondent noted that every segment seemed less about sharing and more about showcasing. It was like watching Meghan interview Meghan, with guest cameos thrown in. Hardly the fresh, relatable content she promised.
Meghan Markle, people have been wondering what it is that she's going to do, because when she first did her Spotify series, and I think that deal was $25 million, Spotify lived to regret it immediately. It was scripted nonsense, feminist drivel. It was like, what are you doing? Having on various women that are super A-list to talk about issues that nobody cares about. I'm not kidding, like her first episode, she was describing how when she was a little girl, the teacher asked her to write a paper on her dream wedding. And she was like, oh, why? Why do women have to think about their wedding? Who wants to listen to a podcast of feminist dribble like that? I mean, it's just absolutely terrible.
Meanwhile, alleged ex-staffers have painted a darker picture backstage.
Then when she started her own company, similar reports coming out from Montecito about how no one can work for her. She's a nightmare behind the scenes.
Some describe Meghan as a demon, prone to psycho moments. recounting times she screamed at and belittled support staff in London and Montecito. They say high turnover and whispered accusations of a hostile work environment contradict the compassionate image she projects on camera. Was Megyn's teary-eyed podcast a heartfelt confession or a carefully curated bid for attention in her ongoing spotlight? Personally, I was a fan of her show Suits, so I'm not trying to hate on her, but it does seem like she's overdoing the whole everything is love and beautiful in life thing, similar to Katy Perry. Drop your take in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.
My castle's too small. The queen is mean to me. They won't let me call myself Her Royal Highness anymore, but I'm gonna put it all over my stationery and on the gifts that I give to my friends.